Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's had a fantastic day today. As you know, we already do this every single day. I actually apologize for not uploading last night. Work was really tough and everything like that, and I completely apologize. We just got busy playing our own game, stuff like that. But tonight we're gonna be doing solo. We're gonna be doing Camp Woodwind tonight. We're gonna be doing 11.47 times difficulty, something that we've always been doing. We have 5 games to get as many ghost rides as possible. Last video, I think we got 5 out of 5 correct, so hopefully we can do that again. But obviously I was playing as, like, with the team last time and everything like that. But we're gonna see Camp Woodwind is actually one of my weaker maps, just because the ghost spawns are a little iffy on this map, especially when it comes to like Onryo, Goryo, and like Yuri's and stuff, just because you never really know where the ghost room is unless it's like actually inside a tent. But even then, what constitutes inside the tent. So hunting already. Is that a phantom? No, I don't. Oh, it's a Hantu. I just saw the breath. Yeah, we have breath. Okay. Honestly, it almost sounds like a twin speed, just based on how slow it's going. But nah, it's easily a Hantu. And why can't I place this cruci now? Is this a bug? Am I dead? It looks like I'm dead. Yeah, what? Why is wait? Interesting. Okay. You just can't place a cruci on the coffee table anymore without actually throwing it. Interesting. All right, well, easy first ghost. We got the Hantu right out of the way. That's one win, unless it's a mimic, so I can't mark anything yet because it could still be a mimic. And moment of truth. It is just a Hantu. All right, there we go. That is 1 out of 5 complete. Let's just load right back in. I hope everyone's enjoying the videos, by the way. I know they're kind of fast-paced, not really, super exciting, but, if y'all like hearing me yap and yap around random stuff and yap about the game, then this is going to be the videos for you. Want something to chill to. Yeah, so, like, it's just bugged. You just can't put crucis on it without actually throwing it. Interesting. That is so weird. I wonder why. I wonder what bug, like, what I wonder if it was because of the... That's a phantom. So, yeah, this is a phantom, as you can tell, because the blinks are basically invisible. Gonna turn back around, yeah. Smudging. I honestly lost sight of it there for a second, and that actually kind of scared me. Phantoms are very, scared to loop on small loops like this. Just because, if it just loops just a little past, and it turns around on you, it's basically game over. So luckily, I have a pretty nice set of headphones and I hear when it changes direction.
Welcome back.
And there we go, easy phantom. So that's 2 out of 5 correct, or no, that's 2 out of 2 correct out of 5. I guess that's a good way to put it. We're 2 for 2 out of 5. I think that's the best way to put it. Also, if anybody wonders why I only grab certain equipment every single time, it's just simply because it's just simple. That's all you need. Crucifix is to prevent the ghost from spawning on top of you, because we have no grace timer. Salt is always just a good indicator just for an early wraith. I know a lot of people like to bring in like a candle or a motion sensor and stuff like that as their first items, but I always go salt just to roll off that wraith instantly if it finds you and loops around you. It's just super convenient to have on you. And then the smudge stick, obviously, to, well, save yourself if you get caught by the ghost, and to start a smudge timer. So you can eliminate a lot of ghosts really fast during this first hunt, just because you brought the smudge and the salt. So, go see. I'm going to go ahead and start talking real quick. We do have a microphone that does work, so I know that's been an issue recently with the game. There we go. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what this is. Let's go ahead and start the smudge timer. I'm thinking maybe yokai or a shade even. Yeah, I'm thinking yokai or shade just because it took a while for it to hunt. We have no sanity, so it is just a little weird, on how long it took. But let's go ahead and grab like a paramic. Maybe we'd list for Banshee or something. It did spawn right next to the fireplace. Did it step in salt? It did step in salt. So off that hunt alone, This is how important it is. Like, we know it's not a Polty, not a Wraith, because it accepted assault, not a Phantom, not a Revenant, not fast. It was not fast one bit. We can't mark off Raichu just yet, simply because we didn't have any equipment. Like, we don't have like a flashlight or anything in here. But now that we have this Paramic, we can loop it next hunt and hopefully get some type of indicator to see if it's a Raichu or not. I don't think Raichu's speed up with line of sight, but that one definitely did. So, well, I'm not saying that is a Raichu, but I know Hantus don't speed up line of sight. I'm not sure if Raichus do. I've heard multiple things about that. On the official wiki, it says it says it does. So I'm gonna say not a Raichu just based off the wiki, not a Mimic because I didn't see orbs in that direction. Not a Mimic. I would assume this isn't a Mimic. The smudge timer is currently at 120. It's right above me. If you don't know, that's the smudge timer, and this is our win counter. Obviously, hopefully, y'all kind of picked up on that once I started the timer. We're trying to look for a 130 hunt here. If this is a 130 hunt, then we have a very, very basic ghost. Hopefully, it's gonna be a 3-minute hunt now. If it's a 3-minute hunt, then it's most likely a spirit, which is just kind of a time consuming. Like, this is why I don't really like spirits very much. Very, very easy ghost to tell where it is, like what it is. Just based off the smudge timer alone, but it's just such a time consumer. You know, it's kind of like, oh, like you have to wait 3 minutes to confirm a spirit, and that's not even including if you had like, you know, multiple smudges. You know, or if someone that didn't start a smudge timer and you have to redo it, and just, you know, some people like to even reconfirm, like, see, this is not a spirit, and I don't think it's a Goryo either because it came out of a different room. No. Smudge? Honestly, it could be a Myling. It almost sounds like a Myling. Probably not a Banshee. It never teleported to us. Oh. That's a singing event. Twins? Okay. I'm gonna unmark Banshee. Okay. Why are you so aggressive now? Not a Goryo. I'm gonna say not a Goryo because it spawned in a different location. Probably not. I'm gonna assume it could be a very. No, that's not. Why is it here now? Not a spirit because the timer didn't reach the limit. It's not a demon because demon. Probably not a Yuri either because Yuris don't roam from their ghost room when they're smudged. So unless it changes ghost room to this location, this is not a Yuri. We could test Mayor, Onryo, Jin. Or we can't test Jin, actually, funny enough. Ghosty. Ghosty. Honestly, I'm down to say Mayor. I think that like those two events back to back really kind of sealed the deal for me to say Mayor. This is gonna be a Jin though. I know my ghosts. This is gonna be a Jin, but I'm gonna go Mayor. Watch this. Watch this. This is how it always goes. It always does this. Like, I'm like, oh, it's a Mayor, and then it chooses Jin, and then if I go Jin, it's a Mayor.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Oh my gosh. That was the biggest. That is the biggest blunder. Oh, that does not feel good one bit. I'm going to say it right now. I am so sorry that y'all had to watch that for 3 minutes. That's upsetting, but we keep going. So we got one wrong tonight so far. So this is game 4 out of 5. We have 2 correct, sadly. I definitely should have got that Raichu. It just spawned so far that I didn't notice the speed up around the equipment. Maybe one of y'all did in the comments below, probably like, oh my gosh, this guy sucks. He didn't hear it. But I thought it was just, you know, line of sight speed up the entire time because it came from like bathroom. So that is my fault at the end of the day. Probably should have waited for another hunt, maybe just to confirm. But why did I mark Raichu off the first time? Because I said the thing wrong. I think I said Raichus don't speed up with line of sight, and that one did. But Raichus do speed up with line of sight, by the way. So I just found that out. So yeah, that's interesting. Ghosty, you want to hunt? It's very active, very, you know, I'm hearing tents opening and items being thrown. I am holding down V button, by the way, basically this entire time. So hopefully, we get a nice little like yokai test or whatever. It doesn't seem to be any more aggressive, even though I'm talking pretty consistently. So I'm gonna probably roll out yokai, but also I don't think I'm in range for a yokai. Funny enough, because yokais only go up to, what, 13 meters, 12 meters, maybe 15 meters. I don't actually remember. Funny enough, I'm gonna have to redo. There's so much I need to do. I have to read up on my phasmophobia ghosts once again. I don't play this game as much as I used to, funny enough. So, a lot of the memories and a lot of the stuff have been drained. Not a yoke. Not a... It's not a Pulte, right? Like... See, it would... That's not a Pulte. That's not a Pulte. I'm not convinced that's a Pulte. I hate these little objects that make it look like it's a Pulte because they throw the little objects far. So off that hunt alone, probably not a Wraith, not a Phantom, not a Revenant, not a Pulte, not a Reich. And it's sped up a line of sight, so we can't mark it off. I think I just heard it. I think it just closed that. I heard a double touch. I heard like a tent close. Wait. I definitely heard like a tent close. Can the ghost close tents? Can Yuri's even close tents? Like, how does that work for a Yuri? Oreo. Honestly, I don't think I was going to go Goryo there to begin with. Realistically, I think that ghost was a little too everywhere for it to be a Goryo, so its main room must have been like that entire front area there, instead of a tent like I thought it was. I'm gonna have to watch that back, I'm not gonna lie, and see what I did wrong. But this is game 5 out of 5. We have only got 2 right, so hopefully we'll just finish with a 3 and a 3 out of 5 tonight. That'd be ideal. I don't. Yeah, I'm really upset I got the Raichu wrong. I don't think I was ever going to get Goryo just because, I think it was just all over the place. Once again, really dislike the ghost a lot. Also, I needed to look up Yuri ability for tents because I don't think I've ever seen a Yuri ability on the tent. Usually, when I get Yuris on this map, it's always just because it closes the front gate. Not Wraith, sadly. One of these days, it's going to be a Wraith, I promise. Not a Pulte. Going Smudge just for the timer. Very, very basic ghost, sadly. Very, very basic. Let's go ahead and grab a grab that. Let's grab that. And can I grab something else? Like, what would be good here? Let's just check for orbs, because why not? Let's get some equipment down. Maybe we test for Raichu. I mean, we've gotten multiple Raichus back to back to back before. So it's not unheard of. I'm gonna grab, like, yeah, let's throw, like, that down there. It did spawn in the middle of the campfire area, I believe. So we'll see. See if it's a Goryo or not. Is this entire, like, this is, yeah, I know I'm complaining a lot this video, but as much as I love outdoor maps like this, I dislike them just because of what's a room, what's considered a room. So usually you always have to pull up a map on the second monitor or something and be like, like this is what considers a room. So like if this ghost spawns in the fire pit, or if it doesn't spawn in the fire pit, can I roll out Goryo? Also, this timer is a little bit behind, I believe. I don't think I started the timer instantly, so let's add like a 3-second buffer zone. So if this hunt's at like 127, it probably won't be a demon, but we'll see. Nothing on Paramike yet. Probably not my. I'm not miling. Go ahead and mark off all the ghosts we know it's not. Probably not demon just because it's smudged. See, that's not Goryo. You cannot convince me that's Goryo. Do no Bake shapeshift for me, please. Please make this easy on me. What else can we test real quick? Aid. Not Banshee. I didn't hear a scream, and it's just not teleporting to me. Not Spirit. Probably not Yuri, just because it's like this gate's open, and it's not. Oh. Okay. Let's put that. Let's put this up. Let's grab this, and let's see if we could just throw some candles down around and see if it hunts with a candle lit. I mean, I think that's the only thing we can do for a. And I didn't start the smudge timer, sadly, so this is gonna be interesting. I have to guess on when it started hunting. We can also light the fire as well, because that counts as a candle. And then we'll place one right next to me as well. Actually, do I have room for two? I do. Nice. That's huge. Okay, and then we'll place one right next to... We'll place one, like, back here. Hopefully I can see this from the table. And then we'll place one right here. Right there. Nice. Okay, so just blow out that candle. So if it spawns, like, in that little corner right there, if y'all see, like, my crosshair, like, right there, I'm gonna go probably Onryo. Because I think that is the only spot in this area that's not covered by a candle. So that's gonna be super intriguing. See what happens here. This is exciting. This is a really, really... yeah, I don't know what the smudge timer's at, so I'm wasting the candle fuel. So, I blew out this candle. That's technically 2 blown out candles. 3. That's 3. 4. Oh. Just touched the log. Oh, I'm out of matches. Oh, no. Is it? There's no way this is Onryo, right? It would have hunted by now. No, it can't because all the candles are... Ghosty, you want to hunt? I mean, it could just be a shade. I'm down to say shade here. I think this is a shade. I just simply... I don't... It's just not doing anything. That's the issue. It's not doing anything. I think this is a shade. If it's an Onryo, I'm going to be very upset. But it's not throwing a lot. It's not eventing. It's just not showing itself at all. Like, there's no indication.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
All right, guys. Well, I'll catch y'all all in the next video. Bye, everybody.